very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. What we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the...
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that dagger.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to throw again. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Leaves it with the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. extending the play. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He's got it on the run, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown ball!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing outside of just being a talented football team and showing up is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Quickly complete. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They'll run it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't...
Oh, he's got some space. Drag down Liddell, more of the sticks for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Looking to fire. Right on target this time. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down.
Let's go.
And off from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. He tried to get away, but the defense was able to track him down.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. There he goes. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback extends the play. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the big throw. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. A terrific throw that time, and when you play quarterback here, there's a pretty rich legacy to try to live up to.
And just finding that guy that just makes it look easy. I think the Vols fans will really appreciate that when a guy that can push it down the field.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run it from the gun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Third down play from the gun. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Another broken tackle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand, we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Mills. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Bringing it back. 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Got his man out of the backfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying to get the corner. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
And everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football. It looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Big guy smells it. Touchdown ball. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Offense changing the play. Send the tight end in motion. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Wiley. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wants to throw on 1st down. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop either. We're still getting started in this football game, and they're going to see more of those deep shots to him.
Off the play fake. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw again. Fires left. Good timing on the quick out. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. He wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Wideout trying to get it in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Volunteers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And they're able to make the tackle.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them, because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was...
Breaks into the open. And he's got it up for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little...
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Georgia! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is just getting blown off the field right now in Columbus, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. They're trailing by 28 to Memphis. Just another week of college football where...
Touchdown, Tennessee! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Moving out of the pocket. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Have a day young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Pierce. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved in the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Nolan. He fires to the left side. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway. For this defense.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. To the air on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jefferson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He'll take it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Volunteers have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
He's got an open man. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Georgia, 35.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Might be changing the route. Back to throw. It's Nolan. He's got him. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gonna let it fly. Makes a catch on the left. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. inside handoff. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off play action on first down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Williams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Dogs will hustle to the line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTSA. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye.
Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly. There's nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They'll move the wide receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, the defense has set him up.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. And the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
The short hands. It's Orlando. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They want to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Georgia going up tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
This time he's got it. Oh, sweet feet. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw out to the sideline, good, just a few yards.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Now it's third and goal. He wants to throw it again. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
He'll set up to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that because the defense has to cover so much space, plus oftentimes they're in man coverage. So this is the time to take your shots. They took one there, took a chance deep. It wasn't open. It was incomplete. You got to be thinking on 3rd down.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And your Georgia Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's
a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively.
There he goes. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown ball. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Pierce. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He wants a big play here late. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown Volunteers! And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Pierce. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to...
He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's looking to pass. Back swinging for the goal line. And they're in for a touchdown late in this game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he added the extra point.
Georgia, 65.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it down on the right side. They'll get him out of bounds at the 35-yard line, and that is just what the doctor ordered for this offense. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the stomping has commenced. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it out. It's Pierce. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Nolan. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other